Michael Parker is live.
We're live! Hey!
Oh shit!
So really quick recap of last week. Not a whole lot happened. We, you guys were in the trans-dimensional staircase that seemed to go from going up and to down, and we found out a little bit that there's a little bit of time dilation that occurs within the staircase. But you were retreating back to the cave once the water was. And then you had second thoughts about that and went back. And then you were like, oh, shit, there's fire. And then I believe it was Sunshine that had the brilliant idea to take the water and put out the fire on the other end. And it worked out in grand fashion.
It was great.
Putting out the fire in the tavern in Egrindon. You left the tavern and got accosted by some guards who appear to have been working for Lord Brinsire Nerwende, the Lord of Egrindon. And then basically went shopping for ball bearings.
Oh, yeah.
On your way to find Kieran Elderwin. So Ilti Eswin was taking you there. And that's where we landed. We were basically at the mouth of the catacombs.
Who's that?
That dog.
No, literally hears your dog barking, and she's like, whoa, whoa, who?
Oh no. Obviously somebody must be scaling the building because I've told him not to do it unless somebody's actually trying to get into the apartment.
That makes sense.
So yeah, that's the long and short of what happened last week. It was a lot of time was spent kind of figuring out what to do at the beginning, and then fighting, and then negotiating for some fancy balls.
To be
Fancy
fair,
balls.
the reason the fight took so long was because everyone was rolling like garbage.
I think Riley had a pretty awesome kill though, right?
Oh, there was some awesome.
The guards were rolling like shit.
I didn't want to call anyone out.
They're guards.
Yeah, we ended up like getting in a tussle with some guards outside of the building, right? Once we left the bar or whatever.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah, so we're leaving the ball bearing excursion now.
So you're at the mouth of an old, some would say ancient. It looks hundreds, if not thousands of years old. Large stone edifice that's basically, it looks like it's erupting out of the ground. There's vines and trees growing over and out of this. And it's just in general, it just looks very old. And Ilti turns to you and says, follow me here. This is where we need to go. These are the old catacombs of Egrindon.
I also just want to mention real quick that when we left the ball bearing place, we kind of gained an ally. Because the guy was like, if you need anything, wink, wink, let me know, wink, wink.
Yep. This is true.
Left his balls.
Well, who doesn't?
Do you happen to remember his name?
No, I don't. I don't remember anything. I don't remember what I did yesterday.
Okay. I'm pretty sure it was Jimmy Two Shoes.
Yes,
oh my God.
That is correct.
And then you gave him like your real name, like a fucking idiot.
He doesn't know that's my real. That's my not real name.
It was a really fun one to listen to.
I had my romance moment.
Yeah,
Jimmy Two Shoes?
Catacombs then.
Yes,
That's a tremendous name.
I use Jimmy Two Shoes in just about every single RPG that I run.
that's good.
This is like your Sid of Final Fantasy.
Yes, it is. Absolutely.
Okay.
All right, so you stand at the mouth of these old catacombs, and you see it gets very dark down beneath, and you can actually smell the must just kind of wafting out as Ilti descends into the darkness.
Does it look very well traveled?
Not very well traveled. It looks as though, you know, one or two people move in and out at any given time, but it's not like people are always going in, going out.
Cool. Can you ping on the map where we are? Oh, never mind. We're moving.
I'm just gonna move you.
It's on the way so that we're. I'm trying to remember just to get my bearings right. Is this having to do with the holy symbol of Tiamat or something else that we agreed to do with LT?
So Ilti is taking you to Kieran Elderwin,
Yes.
and he's also promised to point you in the direction of the holy symbol of Tiamat,
Cool.
which he has told you you will have to rip from the cold dead neck of Brinsire Nair one day.
Right. It's a
I thought I ripped one off of the guy that we fought. One of the main.
That was a whistle.
Oh, is that a whistle?
It was a whistle.
Oh, I put that in wrong.
The thing that I can't do.
Yeah, there. Now it's a whistle.
I know. I'm sad.
All right. So you descend down into the catacombs, and the air becomes thick and musty and damp and cold, and you're now standing in a stone room about 30 feet by 20 feet. Ahead of you is it looks like a storm drain almost on the floor, and then to the east in the room is a door, and Ilti heads to the door, and he looks back at you and says, "Only one may enter at a time. The center room, or the hallway in between here and our little hideaway, has an enchantment, and you must pledge your purity, and whatever that means to you, in order to move forward. Just be warned, if you are not pure of heart, then you will not pass."
Interesting.
And
Shit.
What does this grate look like?
I'm like sitting here. I'm like, oh, I'm ready to go. I know what I can be pure about. And you're like, how do I slip the fuck out?
How do I get around this
I
shit?
love Gail.
You're asking too much of me, LT. You ask me to.
Gail just has to know what everything is in the room.
Oh,
the grate is very heavy metal. It looks like
It's death metal.
it's not even death metal. It's like I don't know, like Power Man 5000 metal.
Oh shit! Rip.
Yeah.
Oh.
But the bars are probably, I don't know, 3-inch thick rods of something. Jesus Christ, you guys.
children.
5 minutes. Not even 5 minutes.
3-inch thick rods
You can't say it any differently.
Yeah, they
Of-
are.
of a metal that you have not ever seen. It doesn't look like steel. It doesn't look like iron. It doesn't look like it's oxidized. It doesn't look like it's rusted, even though it seems to be very ancient and built into these catacombs. It is super, super heavy duty. Ilti motions to the door and says, I will I will follow as soon as you're all in.
All right, who wants to go first?
I mean, it's my dad on the other side, right?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you have to like go first.
So I'll pull up my
You're
holy
apart?
symbol of Biori. I'll go.
I was gonna
Okay.
say, I'm good to go as well, so I'll step up with you. No biggie.
Sure. Oh no.
So this door open.
All
I
right.
walk through?
So, yep, doors open.
One at a time.
Yep.
All right.
And as soon as the door opens, it slams shut. And Gale, you are now in complete darkness. Right before you got in, you could see, the light spilling in from up above, and it's a room no bigger than 15 by 10. But the heavy metal door just slams, and now you're in complete darkness.
Is my dark vision doing anything for me?
No, it does not cut through.
So
Okay.
dark, there's not even the smallest trace of light then. That's amazing.
Either that or it's magical.
Oh, there we go. Or he's blind. His eyes got gouged out the moment he got in there.
I mean, or you could go extreme. That's fair too.
Yeah, well,
I say, well, I should mention that instead of I'm pretty sure I didn't take an ability improvement. So instead I took a feat. I took alert, so I can't be surprised as long as I'm conscious. And
Okay.
if there's anything hidden, they don't get advantage against me.
Okay.
I think it depends on your purity. You're about to find out if there's something hidden.
Yeah. So I'm gonna hold up my holy symbol of Biori and just announce that due to my oath to the ancients, I believe that I am of pure heart and should be able to proceed.
All right. So as soon as you speak your words, there's a warmth that kind of pervades the room, and then you hear the sliding of metal across the room from where the other door was, and it opens up.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
And you walk into a room where it appears there are a few people studying at tables, and there seem to be provisions, things like that. And we will go on to the next. So as soon as you walk into the room, the metal door behind you slams shut, and the door with the rest of the party opens.
Nice. Very, very solid system.
Dakath, you want to give it a go?
Yeah, sure. I'll step in. Imagine all the same stuff goes down. Suddenly
Yep, all the same stuff goes down. Door slams shut. Super dark.
my motivation to save this world, as well as my faith in Alona, is my purity of heart.
Door opens, or the warmth pervades the room. The door opens, and your path is clear.
Damn right.
As Dakath comes through, I kind of give him a little high five.
I'll go next.
We're pure.
Same deal, Riley. Door slams shut. Pure darkness, the darkest dark you've ever experienced.
The darkest dark you've ever darked. All I want is to prevent what happened to my friend all those years ago happening to anyone else or everyone else. If that means saving the world, then that's what it takes.
The door opens. Your path is clear.
Woo! I do a little hop in a heel kick. Like a little leprechaun.
I'm just imagining you like 15 feet in the air, click your heels, and do a little spin or something.
That's exactly it. It's like almost ceiling height.
You'd have so much time after clicking your heels, like, oh, this is kind of boring now.
And an extra flourish. Oh, I still have 20 feet to fall. Another extra flourish.
No, it's more like a backflip, and I kick my heels when I'm upside down during the backflip.
Fucking extra.
Who wants to go next?
No, let's go.
Okay. I'll go. Do.
The door slams. The darkness consumes you.
Oh no!
I mildly hyperventilate. Then I just grab my holy symbol and just say, I only want to do your work. Keep my path pure.
There's a hesitation, and then you feel a warmth, and then the sound of metal sliding, and the door opens.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna turn to Marcus and I'm gonna be like, I don't think I'll make it.
You don't what? You cut off, sorry.
Oh, I said I don't think I'm gonna make it. I want you to go ahead of me.
Do you think if you're not going to make it, maybe I should go after you? So I can come after if you don't, like if you don't make it?
Yeah, I mean, we can do that.
In space, nobody can hear you scream. I don't know if I'll be able to tell, but if you don't make it, try and like leave a mark or something so I know you didn't make it.
I got you, fam.
All right, the door slams behind you, and the darkness is so thick that you're almost swimming in it, and it's almost as though the room senses your hesitation, and it gets really cold.
I've based being a cleric on revenge, so I don't think that makes me pure just by being a cleric. After finding out my sister was alive and meeting these people who are my family, I want to be here for them. I want to make sure that they survive this. Even if I don't, I'd give everything to them. And if that doesn't make me pure, then so be it. But that's all I got.
The coldness that was shaking you almost down to the bone begins to fade away, and the room becomes warm, and the door slides open.
Purity of friendship.
It's heart. It's the heart element.
The elements of harmony.
See that delay as I've been watching, waiting for my friends to come through. It seemed like that took a little longer. I was pacing. I was a little nervous. So as soon as I see Sunshine come through, I gave her a tail bump.
Tail bump.
Nice.
Glad you made it.
Thanks,
Nice.
pal.
Now we see if Rick gets to have a replay of turning into a smoldering, cool pile of ashes.
Yeah. So I'm gonna step like sort of halfway in the door and look around before I close it to try and see if Sunshine left any marks.
Hmm.
And I'm assuming that I'm gonna fail and the door's gonna slam in my face, but that's what I'm gonna try to do.
Nope. You can see the light spilling in, and it's almost as though the room is immaculate. It's compared to the room before it, free of dust, no stains that you can tell.
I'm super on the lookout for a black pudding.
The room's so clean you'd swear it was bleached.
Yeah, exactly.
So as you step into the room, Marcus, the door slams shut. The darkness curls in. And the room becomes deathly cold. And there's only one source of warmth. And that's the staff of Egleen.
Okay. So I'm going to set down the staff on the floor and reach for my water skin or whatever, like flask or whatever I have my drinking water in. And I'm going to say, we were asked to be pure of heart, but I know that no one can be truly pure. The only way I've ever been able to feel pure is in the sea. And so I'm going to take like maybe a third of my water and just dump it over my head. Hopefully the purifying force of water will let me be cleansed so that I can pass.
All right. And as you do that, the room that was once dark, like you pour the water over your head and probably close your eyes as it pours over your face. When
Definitely.
you open your eye, the room is lit, bright as can be, with the brightest light emanating from the staff of Egleen. And what you see in the room are the most intricate etchings of some unknown language, from floor to ceiling to wall. Every corner is completely etched with this writing. And then as soon as you realize what's going on, it's pitch black again, and the door flies open.
Man, here's where I wish I had my other character where I could cast comprehend languages. But I can't. So if the door's open, I'm going to pick up the staff and make it through, kind of shake off the water a little bit. Like, all right, guys, what do we got?
Whoa, Marcus, why are you wet? What happened in there?
You're wet.
Water is purifying. So I tried to be pure with the water.
Where was the water?
Few moments go by. Ilti walks through the door.
Sounds like you, Marcus.
I mean, I haven't had a bath in a couple of days, so I just kind of gave it a little sprinkle.
That's our sailor.
You guys find yourself in a room. There appear to be two women studying at the tables. They really don't pay any attention to you. It seems like they're not in the least bit bothered that there are strangers in here. It seems like you know, they have a pretty good security system. So anyone that could get through there is probably a friend. There's a door directly ahead from when you walk in the room, and then a little alcove down below that has more books, another table, and then another door.
Well, I guess where's Ilty taking us towards, unless anybody has any other reason to check things out or curious?
Yep, he motions down. He says, I'm so thankful you were all able to pass through. We've attempted to recruit others to go through the crucible, and they ended up not making it through. So
You could have told us it was called a crucible before we walked in.
would you have gone through?
Well, yeah.
I mean, maybe.
No,
Ah!
I'm having war flashbacks to high school.
I mean, I might have tried to have pried open that grate first, but I probably would have gone through.
I may have approached it differently, not trying to make myself into a soup.
Well, you smell like a wet dog, so here we are.
You'll have
I
to
would've
excuse
tested
my
backwards.
you'll have to excuse my my vagueness. You see, it's best that you go in not knowing the true consequences.
What are the true consequences?
Yeah, now that we made it through, like, you're curious, just like,
Well, I'm sure none of you were able to see through the darkness, but in there, for every etching on the wall, is a soul that didn't make it through.
Oh.
shit.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I never saw anything, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say
Wow.
anything, but I am super creeped out. Like, you see Marcus's eyes go wide for just a second, and then, like, I try to get my shit together.
And as he's walking towards the door down here, he begins to explain to you that these used to be the burial grounds for the elite warriors, elite elven warriors of Egerndon. And there was a somewhat secret cabal of them that that had their base of operations here. And so they required the highest security, which is what you just saw. And then he motions you into a room that appears to be what looks like a war room. And standing at the north end of the room is an ethereal figure, almost translucent, very familiar to you, one Kieran Elderwin.
Holy shit.
Is this the time hop version, or is this the real Here I Am, Lyra's daddy version?
As Lyra enters the room, he gives a warm smile, and a very wispy, almost far away voice comes from his general direction, and he says, "I'm so glad we've found each other once again."
I'm standing next to Sunshine, so I'm just gonna kind of lean into her and be like, is this seriously happening?
Yeah.
Do you see my ghost dad right now?
Yeah.
Nodding.
Huh. Cool. I have no idea what's going on.
I'm sure you have plenty of questions, but my time here is short. My binding to this timeline is growing weak. I was lost here. I don't know what happened, but I've been lost here ever since I went back for the book. And as every day goes by, my grasp to this reality is loosening. And as you can see, he holds up his arm and turns it over as he looks at it. And you can literally just see right through him as though we were a ghost. I'm fading quickly, and
then what? What happens?
We call it lost in time and space.
You just go. You're just nowhere.
Well, no one really knows, because anyone that has ever happened to, we've never been able to find again and ask. What I do know,
have any
what I do
idea
know,
how to fix it?
the only way that we can fix this now is to somehow restore order to this world. Whatever has happened with Igniltith has caused the continuity of our reality to split. If you remember when we left each other in Windermere, I mentioned I was traveling back. I was traveling back to Duncaster after you told me you found a certain book.
Yeah.
I was able to find the book. I talked to Walton in Duncaster, and I was able to read it. It spoke of a great dragon named Chainth, who sought to bring order to the world during the reign of the dragons. And, well, she succeeded in winning over a majority of the dragon population at the time, in seeking a peaceful resolution between, with the long conflict between mankind and dragonkind. The stories said there were two brothers, Martignos and Krylonithi. They were in fierce opposition of Chainth. And they had a strong belief that dragonkind was superior to mankind. There are multiple accounts in the book, several different authors, but as far as I can surmise, the brothers made some evil pact with a cosmic being, more or less resulting in the destruction of all the dragons. And the two brothers took on human forms to rule the land until they could do some horrible ritual to bring forth the horror known as Igniltith.
Well, looks like they're back to work.
It's my belief that those two brothers are Armstrong and Nerwende.
What a dick.
That makes some other things make sense.
Wait.
You mean
Armstrong?
we could? Yeah.
So, yeah, he saved me.
Kieran turns to you, Sunshine, and cocks his head a little bit. What do you mean he saved you?
Well, we were on a boat, and then I touched this guy, and then the child of Igniltith came back. And then I was in Windermere again, and I was in this basically like pit of lava, and I was trying to fight off these demons, and I got pretty close, but I had to jump on this little pillar thing, and there was a dead demon on it, and I slipped and fell, and I thought I was gonna die. And then all of a sudden, I was flying in the air on a bone dragon, and it was Armstrong.
I think that might be the first that any of us have heard of that.
Yeah, you didn't tell us that, right?
No.
What the?
That's super fucking cool.
Hot damn.
You flew on a
You-
dragon?
You
What
were
was that like?
dragon?
How
That's
cool is
all
that?
any of us got out of the whole thing. We were all like,
I mean, that's the most important part.
Well, okay, it was like, remember those things, those like bone dragons that were like following us when we were in Windermere and we first fucked everything up with the timeline?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of those.
Wow. That's pretty cool. Even if he's a bad guy, doesn't mean he's a bad guy. I don't.
I mean, he said he was trying to like right his wrongs. He was pretty vague.
That
Huh.
gives me some hope that maybe Armstrong can redeem himself. I don't know.
I think that's what he was trying to do. He said that this was all his fault and he felt bad and he shouldn't have saved me, but he did. And I'm pretty sure I wasn't supposed to tell anyone, but like here we are.
Well,
It gives me some hope that one day I might be able to ride a dragon myself.
yeah. How do you keep a secret like that? You got to tell everybody that you rode on a
Good timing.
dragon.
Timing is key.
Yeah. Wow.
Marcus is super impressed. Like, Rick is too, but
Wow. Okay, so maybe like he's less of a dick. And
only
so,
marginally.
like marginally less of a dick, but like maybe we deal with the bigger dick here and then like less of an issue to deal with. I mean, he saved our friend, so deep. I kind of look at it. Do you think, like, I don't know. Do you think he's like gonna be good guy? Not good guy. I don't. He saved you.
I think he was just confused. Not confused necessarily. He felt remorseful, and I think he is trying to redeem himself and try and fix the world that's been created. So,
Kieran says, Kieran says, as hopeful as that does make me feel, I fear that Nerwende and Armstrong at this point are not our biggest worries.
right, Igniltith, the death god.
But I believe I remember you saying you were searching for the holy symbol of Tiamat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Do you have one?
Can we have it?
Huh.
Damn it.
Wouldn't that be wonderful?
Ew.
Can we buy it from you?
I
I
don't
have
think
all
that's
these
how this
ball
works,
bearings.
guys.
Well,
So Nerwende is in possession of the symbol, and ever since night came and didn't leave, my understanding is he's been quite elusive. But Ilti here, and he goes to pat him on the shoulder, but his hand just falls straight through, and he kind of stops, and it's almost like he forgot that he's losing.
Incorporeal?
Yeah, that he's losing his link and anchor to this reality, and he stops and takes a breath, and Ilti steps forward, says, I believe what Kieran's trying to say is we believe that Nerwende is lying somewhere deep underneath his palace in wait until Igniltith rises.
So
And-
Nerwende's going to try to fight against Igniltith?
I can't tell you if that's what it is or if he wants to work in tandem with him. That's beyond me, but I do know that these catacombs do lead somewhere beneath Nerwende's palace. And if it's the holy symbol you seek, it may be the best way. However dangerous it may be. No one I know has gone through the catacombs. They were locked away many years ago.
Can he be reasoned with? Have you spoken with him?
No one has. He's had his blackguard on a witch hunt, and as you can tell, I've been a staunch opponent of Nerwende for quite a while, and he has sicked his blackguard on me on more than one occasion.
Yeah, I just thought maybe with your, current kind of situation, maybe you were able to talk to him a little bit more.
Well, I mean, we can hope that when we see him, not if, because we're taking the fight to him, it sounds like. But maybe there's a little bit of good left in him, like Armstrong, based on Sunshine's story. But one way or another, we're getting that holy symbol off of him, and he needs to be stopped.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like we have much of a choice.
Agreed. I don't think we really do.
Do you know? Could you get us pointed to which tunnels in these catacombs might lead in the right direction?
Ilti look
How
to
unmapped
Gale
or untraveled
and-
are these?
Ilti looks over to you, Gale, and just grins. And he says, I believe you are acquainted with the way in. You seemed quite attracted to the grate in the opening room.
My ears perk up. Ooh, how is there a way to open it?
We have not found a way.
Time to find one.
I bet we can find one.
Oh,
Do you have a
God.
crowbar?
Actually,
If you have thieves' tools, you do.
I still have those. I am carrying those construction tools when I built the crow's nest. Maybe I do have a crowbar.
Yeah, if you want a crowbar, you can have a crowbar.
I don't
Just-
think it's going to help in this particular case, guys.
Does LT have any idea based on the way that this structure has been built and the areas they have explored, if it's just a straight down great tunnel, or is it more like the equivalent of almost like Ye Olde sewer, where it goes down for a moment or two and then splits off into more canal systems? Like, is there any other information other than under that grate seems the right way to go?
All I know is there's a tomb of the elite Egrendan warriors from back during the reign of the dragons.
That doesn't sound bad.
Do I need to do anything special to go back through that gauntlet, or can I just go back and forth now?
Once you've been through once, until your purity is changed, the chamber knows you.
All right, BRB guys.
Okay.
PRP, guys.
you're beaming.
Ilti kind of looks at you and he says, I don't know if we've spoken about this, but why is it that you seek the holy symbol of Tiamat?
Uh-oh.
Fucked it up, right?
Remember,
What?
I'm completely honest, so somebody better speak up before
Yeah, no, I'm trying to talk before you do. Oh well. Marcus, tell him about it.
So I'm gonna just tell him the truth because I think it's fucking ridiculous. Like,
Shit.
there's this baby dragon that we met that was like super mean at first, but then we figured out that he was just really scared, and his mom is trapped in this orb, and so we're trying to set her free.
And his mother? Did you get his mother's name?
Chaint.
Yeah, it's the same one.
Yeah. The one who brought order from before.
Yep.
And we've talked to her.
I see.
Yeah.
And well, if anything's going to help us, I would hope it would be that.
Trust me, man, I'm confused about the whole thing too. Where I come from, like the stories that I know and the things that I understand, dragons eat people like us, and Tiamat is
scary.
like all kinds of bad. So
Kieran looks up. It's almost as though he was phasing out for a second. He looks up and he says, "That's what the history books tell us. But according to the book that you got from wherever you got it,
Black Fathom Hollows.
The history books were doctored. And well, it may not be that dragons were ever as vile creatures as the history books tell us. They're vile people, just as there are there's vile dragons as there are vile people, but by and large, people are good.
History is written by the victors, so I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, based on our interaction with Slyborn, I still have no reason to believe that he's trying to steer us in the wrong direction.
Yeah, that doesn't mean his mom's the same though.
Yeah, but if you know all dragons aren't one way or another, mom or not, I have a hard time imagining that he's going to bring back something that would be bad for this world. The world's got enough shit going on.
I mean, based off what we were just told, that was a weird coincidence that she is also the good guy in the story we were just told.
Could be. I mean, why didn't she get, wiped out when all the dragons did? How did Slyborn escape it? Like, the two of them managed to somehow not disappear with the rest. Maybe they have a bigger part of this story than we ever knew.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still nervous AF about freeing a dragon. Just for the record.
I got this, fam.
And Slyborn knocks you into a fucking wall again.
Fuck yeah, worth it.
Every time it's worth it.
They're dragon friends.
Don't worry, he'll get it eventually. It takes time. It's like training a dog, but smarter, more, and bigger.
You need more than a bowl of popcorn to get him to do what you want him to.
Oh man.
I got
All right.
plenty of.
Gale, you ran off. What are you up to?
I'm trying to see if I can lever open this grate.
It is not budging with the strength of one little kitty cat.
Oh
man.
Even with the leverage of a crowbar.
What if I hit it with a hammer?
It makes a satisfying tink.
Not even a clang, but a tink. That's just how intense.
Poor little tink.
Do I see like any kind of writing or etchings or anything like that around this thing?
None.
Well, if we've answered everything we can in this room, I'm going to go join Gale because I'm wondering if some of my abilities can be of use to him.
Yep, they will wish you luck, and Kieran kind of floats across the room and comes over to Lyra. and says, "This may well be the last time we see each other. I just want you to know I am truly sorry for missing so much of your life, and if I could have changed it, I would, but I couldn't ask for I couldn't be more proud of you for what you're doing here."
Thank you. I wish you had been there. I don't know what all of this is, and I'm working on forgiving you for not being there. I'm working on a lot of things these days, so I'm gonna do everything I can to fix this. I don't. You would have enjoyed it if you had been around, and I think I would have enjoyed having you around. And I am very sorry that we didn't get that.
He nods very solemnly and sort of turns away almost shamefully, and he says, please go, and don't let my memory weigh heavily on you.
Thanks, Dad. And then I'm just gonna walk out. I walk away. That
So
sucked.
I'm going over with Gail because
Am
that
I-
shit's awkward.
Am I able to like saw through any of this?
You're probably not gonna saw through it. I mean, you probably could after a few hours.
I love the idea of Gale in there, just like every tool that he's got.
Trying literally everything.
Yeah, by the time you guys are wandering back in here, I'm just kind of like on my knees looking at this thing. My tools are all spread out all over the floor.
Gale, you're starting to think that you're maybe not getting through this through mundane means.
Magic.
Well,
I can reshape up to 5 feet of stone. So maybe there's a way we can get around to the side of it and into it, or maybe there's something more elegant than that.
I kind of look up at Ducath as he says this and blink a couple times, and I start gathering up my tools.
Oh man.
So do I think that this is more than a 5th level spell? Keeping this thing shut?
It doesn't seem like it's magical necessarily. It's just
Okay.
a very wondrous material, a very fine metal.
Cool. So I'm pretty sure it's not magic. So, Ducath, what I would like to do for you, buddy, is maybe enhance one of your abilities. Do you think that maybe you could, because you're like big, super strong guy, right?
I mean, I'm strong. Yeah, I don't know how much I use it. I'm what, 16? So
I can give you advantage on strength roll on strength checks with one of my spells. I don't know. Seems like maybe something where if we had, I don't know, freedom of movement's not going to do it.
yeah, no.
Are we still trying to get out of this break?
Yeah, Riley, you got an idea?
I mean, is this the way that this is the way we're supposed to go, right?
Yeah, this gets us down to the catacombs. We need to go through this grate. And it's just some sort of amazing, unearthly metal That is
I
heavy
mean,
as
this
fuck.
is an opening to a burial ground, right? Is it Elvish burial ground? Is that right?
Yes. Yep.
Does anybody speak Elvish? Maybe this is one. Maybe you can say something to the great.
Hey,
Oh,
move.
I think
Speak
Marcus and I
friend and
speak
enter.
Elvish.
I do speak Elvish,
No,
but there's no writing on
What do
it.
your elven eyes says?
There's no writing on it, right?
There's no writing on it. It looks like a very heavy duty jail cell, but instead of being vertical, it's horizontal in the ground.
There's not like a lock or anything on it.
No, it looks like the metal beams are set into the stones all around.
Shoot.
Riley, are you super strong, or do you use your agility for your attacks?
Definitely strength.
Well, maybe
So-
Riley and I give a shot together as like the two highest strength ones and see if we can just move this thing like it's a super heavy manhole.
I mean, that sounds like a good idea.
Do you think maybe if I cast enhance ability on you, Riley, that would help to give you advantage on your strength checks and double your carrying capacity?
Yeah.
That would help. All right, well, then let's do that. You have bear's or no, bull's strength.
Bear strength.
Plus.
Mm,
Now you're just looking for attention.
Sorry.
All right, so Riley and Dekoth are giving it a pull.
Yep.
All right, give me strength checks, please.
Advantage? What was it?
For Riley, it would be with advantage.
Yeah, Riley gets advantage.
Oh shit, sweet flip.
All right, as you both pull on the grate, the stones surrounding start to kind of dislodge, and between the both of you, you're able to lift up the grate and set it to the side. It's extremely extremely heavy. But you're
So,
able to
like,
get through.
We're going through this, and then on the other side of it is going to be,
Another great.
well, what I meant was, like, we're about to dive into some crazy shit, right?
And a huge fight.
And a huge fight.
I mean, maybe.
Right.
So you have advantage on strength, Riley, until either I fail a Constitution save or the next hour, whichever happens first.
Oh boy.
All right, going through the crate or through the grate, you kind of have to get on your hands and knees, and you're in a small tunnel, and the light slowly fades, and after a fairly short crawl, you come to a door, and you can see faint light spilling through underneath the door.
I can see black. Is that a mistake?
I also.
There's literally no light down here, so.
Oh. Okay. I want to listen. Do I hear anything?
You hear nothing. Dead silence.
Guys?
And there's just a door.
There's just a door. It's a stone door.
Does it look locked?
Is it open? Yeah.
If you are trying to open it, it is open.
This
Cool.
is a trick.
Get ready to get down.
The heavy stone door slides away, and the small tunnel and door opens to a fairly large room with no markings in it except for a single what looks like an altar, and it has lit candles all over it, along with some carvings and a bowl on one end. On either end of the room, there are doors.
I want to check out this altar thing.
All right.
What?
So Lyra, there's carvings on the altar, and on one side it says the path ahead is stained with warrior's blood, and it's written in Elven.
Oh, I speak Elven. Cool. Oh, good. Hey guys, this creepy, terrifying table says that the path ahead is stained with warrior's blood. So,
Is there any blood on either of these doors?
something to look forward to.
There's no blood on the doors, but there appears to be old dried blood in the bowl that's on the altar.
Oh.
Another one of the carvings on the altar says, "To walk the path, the neck must bleed a warrior's blood."
To walk the path, the neck must bleed warrior's blood.
Someone slit my throat.
And that's how we lost Sunshine to get
So
to
Well, now I can be a princess.
Sunshine, no!
in the most gentle way possible, I'm gonna grab Sunshine by the hand and bring her to the table and take out a dagger and just be super slow about it. Say, I promise this will only hurt just a little bit.
Do it. I fucking bet you won't.
And I'm going to cut her neck as little as possible, but to make sure that it bleeds just a little bit.
Marcus, no!
Just a little bit.
I'm going to try and stop him.
And then after
And
she's
not like
bleeding already, I'm going to cut myself on the neck. This is a sacrifice.
Okay, I'm gonna need dexterity. I'm gonna make dexterity saving throws for both of those cuts to see if you can control how deep.
You're ready to immediately heal.
So you want 2 dex checks?
Yeah, dex saving throw for Sunshine, and then dex saving throw for you. But we might as well see how Sunshine.
You want me to make both of them?
Yeah, since you're the one that's actually making the cut.
Okay, so that one was for Sunshine.
All right, so you nick just deep enough for blood to come out.
And that one's for me.
Oh, wow!
Damn.
Dagger around and fucking throw it in the air. Comes down, slices your neck perfectly, hits the ground, and you're like drip drip.
He
Like
throws it straight up and then just sticks his neck out a little bit and is like, yeah, right there. And as it comes down, it nicks it. That's
Right
how
there.
that goes
Right there.
picks it up again, shaves real quick, and he's like, "What up? I'm good."
Yeah.
Mine was a little deeper. He was a little anxious about it. He's all, "Oh."
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, that's because of the things you said. You sounded like you kind of wanted it. You know, masochistic of you.
Have you met me?
Heathen.
I mean, yeah. It didn't shock me. That's why I wasn't shocked when you said "cut me," and I'm like, "You do it, bitch."
I was only trying to help you, just a little bit to bleed.
Always just asking for her life to be cut into pieces.
Yeah.
That's my last word.
Have you seen the one that's like cut my life into pieces? It's a pizza shop, and then
Yes.
there's like, this is my last brie tort. It's a cheese shop. They're next door to each other.
It's like the opening of Bob's Burgers with the place always being a pun of whatever the business is next door.
Oh, yep.
I'm gonna stomp over to Sunshine and just put my hand on her neck while kind of glaring at Marcus and dump a cure wounds into her.
Okay,
Well,
wait.
let's see if that
Dora-
did anything.
okay. What happened after the bleeding of the necks?
Or do we all have to bleed into the bowl?
Are you bleeding into the bowl?
Yeah.
That was the point. Yes.
Okay. So just needed that point of clarification. So as you do that, the blood in the bowl starts to boil, and
Oh.
there's a red steam that kind of puffs up and then envelopes the tomb or the altar, and there's a slight shake of the ground, and as the whatchamacallit,
Mm-hmm.
as the mist goes away, you just see a hole in the ground.
Oh.
Uh,
I want to jump in.
okay. All right. You guys were right this time, but can you not just slit each other's throats?
Just a little bit of blood.
It's a
Like,
We're closer now.
I just maybe need some warning on it.
Go this way.
Go this way.
Who's doing that? Is that you, Mike?
Doing what?
No,
It says go this way, go this way.
I wanted to see if that worked. I was like, can I type?
Yeah, you can type.
So are we all just jumping into this hole without any?
Bombs away.
I mean,
I
if
just
it's less
did.
than if it's less than 10 feet down, I'm jumping in.
Fucking cannonball. Wait, no. Like, is there? How deep is this hole?
Is it
I
just
wanna
like
throw-
a black nothingness?
1 second. There does appear to be light, a dim light coming from probably 20 feet down below.
I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna jump.
Oh yeah, I already
Yeah.
jumped. Oh yeah.
Gale's not gonna get hurt though. He's got that slow fall thing going on.
Yeah.
All right.
And Riley, I'm sure, isn't gonna get hurt.
If you make an acrobatics check if you're jumping down, unless you have something that would say otherwise.
I mean, is there anywhere?
Oh God!
Yeah, I think I have a slow fall.
Nah,
Let's
fam.
see
I
here.
think I'm good.
Yeah, Monk, at least. Look at you, Maggie.
I reduced falling damage by 5 times my monk level. So as long as I didn't take 40 damage, I'm okay.
We are fucking serious about going after him right now. Sunshine and I just dropped down like, what up?
You
Like
do
you did like the superhero 3-point landing.
Yeah! I land and the chicken is right next to me. A little bit of like rocks kind of jump to the side. It's like amazing.
All right, you all just like very deftly jump down and land in really cool poses, and you find yourself in a dimly lit room. There doesn't appear to be any sort of light source. The room is just dimly lit. It's about 20 feet by 20 feet, and there are 4 swords stuck into the ground on pretty much. It's basically any corner of the room. These swords are sitting down at the bottom. Down at the bottom of the room, there is a heavy stone door.
I push on the door.
It is not budging.
Probably gotta do something with these swords.
Gotta push and pull.
Tell me about the swords.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at the swords.
They are all very fine elven mithril blades.
Ooh.
They are all identical in almost every way.
In what way aren't they identical?
I was gonna say that almost sounded.
There's just like tarnishing.
Oh,
Oh,
on
okay.
in
like they
different
don't have
places.
giant letters on them or something. Okay.
No,
I pull on this one.
Extremely similar blades. Cool.
Yeah, no, I pull on this one.
I was gonna say I'm
I think
gonna
we should
touch
put it
one
all
because that's what I do.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Watch that.
you're just like randomly touching them, I assume.
Poke, poke.
So as you do, as Gale, you were the first one that said you were putting your hand on it. As you do, the sword shudders beneath you, and all four shoot up into the air.
Oh,
Shit.
oh shit.
And
He's like,
We have to fight flying swords.
Tactical roll.
I have fought flying books before. They tried to bite my face. It was great.
That sounds
Oh.
awesome. Oh shit.
Oh,
Ah!
and the
motherfucking mimic things.
the swords kind of twirl in the air and then just point in the direction of like each corner where Dekoth, Sunshine, Marcus, and Gale are standing. And roll initiative. Let me get the initiative tracker up really quick. There we go.
Where things really get going, I say thanks.
I'm gonna remove
Yeah.
all turns here really quick.
Ah,
I'll get you
Oh.
added in. It's
I
cool.
was like, man, I had a good roll in the initiative for once.
Does that mean I get to roll again?
No, if you rolled, I'll get you added in.
I'm
Good job rolling that 22, Sunshine. Wink, wink, nod, nod.
Okay, so Riley needs a turn at
23.
23.
Gale needs one at
Sunshine
25, Sunshine at 10.
needs a
15.
10.
36.
Marcus
I'm in there.
15. Gale is 25.
And all the swords are ones.
No, all the swords get a surprise round because we were not expecting that.
Bet.
Yeah, they will get a surprise round.
I was expecting.
But I have alert now. What does that mean?
You can't.
I can't be surprised.
They will not get advantage on you.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
Who am I missing here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Lyra.
Lyra, there you go. Oh, 8 of them.
At 8.
Okay. And okay, so the flying swords, as I mentioned, do a quick twirl in the air and then fly towards the corners. So this attack is for Dekoth.
Oh, yeah. 22 is going to hit.
For 3 slashing damage. This attack is for Gale.
I shout, don't touch swords.
That's not going to hit Gale. This attack is for Sunshine.
Nah.
yeah.
Is
Gonna
Ducato one
hit.
who gets cut here?
And Marcus. Oh, I'm going as Lyra.
I was gonna
That's
say, are
why
you rolling as me?
I sure am. There we go. Now I'm not.
Okay.
Okay. And 7 slashing damage to Marcus.
Okay.
Who's typing as Party Lantern?
I just thought that I could do that. I was like, wait, there's a whole list of things here.
Oh my god.
Okay, Gale of Wind, you are up.
Post 132 supplies.
All right, let's sword fight. I'm going to attack my closest sword with my sword. Let's see here.
I can swing my sword.
Oh, 28's gonna hit.
Wrecked. Literally.
Are you expending the?
I was gonna say I don't think I'm gonna use the cold charge. I think I'm just gonna
Okay.
do that, and then my second attack.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. So as you do that, the sword just twirls and then shoots back into the ground
Oh.
where it was before.
Nice. We just kind of give him a little poke. All right, let's poke him.
Riley. Unless there's more that you're doing, Gale.
No, that's cool for me.
That's it. All right. All right. Well, I'm right in front of this one, so let's just go. Do this.
Do it. Yeah, 20 will do it.
Yup.
And yep, you smack it with your halberd. It does a twirl in the air and then just shoots back down into the ground.
Cool.
Where it once was.
And I'm going to use my second attack on the one to my right. Got reach, though.
Give me
Nice.
Yep.
Wait, once the bet is going to be 17 again. Ah, oh,
Nope.
You would have lost the fucking bet.
Well,
The sword kind of shudders in the air, but it's still floating.
all right. Oh,
I don't know.
that last bonus action for one of these.
What are those?
Will 11 do
Oh,
it?
wait. I said roll to actually hit, don't I?
Yeah, you actually have to roll to hit. 11's not going to hit.
It's plus 10 though.
Oh, is that plus 10?
Oh, his to
Oh.
hit with his dragon halberd is plus 10.
Yeah. Okay, then yes.
So
You
then,
poke it more.
no, it does.
1 damage.
Go.
Woo!
It's still in the air.
Ryan. Calm down.
It all counts.
Calm down.
All right, Marcus.
All right. So after watching what's happened, I'm gonna try something that's probably stupid, but I think it might be fun. So I'm going to try to grab one of these floating swords by the hilt. Can I roll acrobatics for that?
Yeah, sure.
So I'm gonna
Into my chest.
So I'm gonna, dive down on the floor and try and dodge out of the way as it's probably going to try to either strike at me or Lyra, and just grab it by the hilt.
Damn.
As I see my friend kind of diving for this, my eyes just kind of get real wide. My jaw opens just a little bit.
All right, so you have it for now.
Okay.
Is that your turn?
I'm like a dog chasing a car. I don't know what to do with it now that I have it. I did not expect that to work.
Oh man.
So yeah, that's my turn.
All right. Then it is now the flying sword's turn. So We're gonna do an opposed strength check here.
Bring it on.
So it rolled critical failure. So as long as you don't roll a critical failure on your strength check, you should be all good, and you have complete control of it.
Should I do a saving throw or just strength?
Just straight strength.
Yep.
Yeah,
Good enough.
you have a good handy handle on it, and you can feel it trying to wriggle away, but you've got it. The other sword is going to spin around and fly towards Riley.
No, it's not.
12 is not going to hit.
No.
And it's Sunshine's turn.
Don't stop. Get it. Get it.
Well, we are in a very small room.
Fireball.
This Riley was fighting probably only needs like 4 damage done to it or something to get it to calm its shit.
Please, no.
I was just wondering, it's like wait, do clerics get fireball?
No.
No.
If they are in the light,
Whatever one Sunshine's in.
whatever one I wasn't, I'm in war now. If they have the light
that's
domain, they
right.
can do fireball. Because remember, that's how I set the tower on fire in the first episode.
Oh, that's right.
Shit.
Come on, guys. GG.
Incinerate the party.
Yeah. Bless.
Bless.
Hashtag.
In that order.
Spectacles, testicles, wallet, and watch.
Man, I don't have like anything for this, so I guess. I'm assuming a 9's not gonna hit.
9 does not hit.
Cool.
Did you become a gunslinger?
Now you're a gunslinger. What?
Don't have it.
Oh, you were the one who was typing from the gunslinger. I got guns.
Squeak.
Oh.
I forgot about that.
AC Slater is
Oh my god.
so good. So good.
I did
We
forget
really
about
did
that.
fuck up this timeline.
Oh my god. Also really small room. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take a swing at the one that Riley's already done some damage to.
Okie dokie.
13.
13's not going to hit it. It
I'm gonna
parries out of
miss.
the way.
Ooh. Well, that's all I got.
Aha!
Dick off.
Let's see here. Crit fail.
Oh,
We can't do this.
No,
We're
you
gonna do this.
swing your gnarled bone staff at it, and it just kind of flicks away, and it takes a little tiny chip out of your staff.
How nice. That sucks.
Remember how last session Mike was rolling really shitty?
Yeah.
Karma's a bitch, huh?
You guys started out really strong with your acrobatics.
that's where we.
The acrobatics was the best roll of the night for
Yeah.
us.
All right.
Okay, Gail.
I'm still kind of just not sure where Marcus is going with that. So I'm just gonna kind of walk over here and then go after this sword. So first attack.
And at this point, you have it surrounded, like almost completely. So go ahead and have advantage.
Okay. So we've got that going on.
20 will hit.
All right. No cold, just regular.
Okay, yeah. It twirls in the air and flies into the ground.
I still have an extra attack. So I guess I'm gonna try. I'll try and strike the blade here, but I want to be careful not to hit Marcus.
Okay, no ones.
All right. So let's
Since
see
it's
here.
being held in place, does he get advantage on the attack or anything?
Yeah, he'll have advantage.
Oh, I have advantage. Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah,
roll
go
again
ahead.
then.
Yeah, 22 does hit.
All right.
9 damage. Marcus, make a strength saving throw as as Gale whacks the sword in your hand. Okay. 8. The sword flies from your hand as Gale knocks it real hard like.
Okay. Gail, what the fuck, man? No, I'm kidding.
Rabbit!
I'm just there, posed with kind of, after hitting with the katana. I just go over and just kind of shrug.
Oh.
All right. So what I'd really like to do.
It's
and
Riley's turn.
Okay, never mind. It's not my turn.
All right. I'm gonna move, and then I'm gonna hit it.
Hit it.
On my
27 will work. Yep. And you knock it up into the ceiling. It clanks off the ceiling and then flies into the ground.
Good.
Did the door open?
Boxes on the floor and put them in the. Yeah. So now what?
The door remains closed.
Shit.
There's got to be something we're missing here, and don't touch a goddamn sword again. As Alana as my witness, better not touch a sword.
I want it. Okay. There's just the one door.
There's just one door.
Is there anything else in the room besides the swords?
Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Oh, yeah, I'm super smart. So 9.
There appear to be like hash marks around each of the swords.
Hash marks. Guys, look on the
That's
ground.
what you get. That's what you get with a
Just-
9.
There's some hash marks. Does that mean anything? Is anybody else smarter than me?
Maybe not, but I look
It's
closely near the ground that I'm next to, near the sword, and I crush it. Well, not crush it. Not bad.
I also have crushed it.
Yes.
So I'm gonna look at this one in the top left.
Crush it, crush it.
There we go.
That's
And
Riley touches the sword again.
no. What's a failure? Does he fall and touch it?
-1 equals a 0.
Yeah.
Doubt -1 though.
So Riley does touch one of the swords. It brings them back to life, and you have a fight with flying swords. Everyone make a DC 12 Dex saving throw. If you don't make it, take a D6 of damage.
Great. Holy shit.
Wait,
Why'd you roll a D12,
doing?
Decath?
Oh, I thought that's what Mike said first.
No,
Dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
with a
not
DC
just rolling
12.
numbers.
You have to beat 12, is what he's saying.
Oh, okay. Yay!
Riley and I just do like matrix spins through the air.
Not even that. I think like I see
Fell
one of
on the
like,
fucking
trying to
sword
fly
and caused it, and then he matrix spin. What the fuck is with Riley today?
like sidestep it.
So again, you fight them off, and they just plant themselves back into the stone ground. The as you guys were all looking at that, and Riley caused that, you did notice that the hash marks around each of the swords seem to indicate a symbol that is well known for representing unity and oneness.
Didn't I try to say earlier we should do it all at the same time?
Yeah.
A full blown like four person Excalibur draw.
Yeah, or like Zelda 4 swords.
There we go. All right.
So like,
It looks like unity. Sounds like we got to touch them at the same time. Do you think we can gingerly touch our tips afterwards?
Ah.
There it is.
Gross.
So there's a card game. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Penny Arcade, but there's a deck builder that Penny Arcade made, and one of the cards in the deck builder is called Touch Wieners, and it's the picture on the card is a wiener dog, and if somebody else has it, you get to like touch them, and then you each get to draw 2 cards.
That sounds like Penny Arcade.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
typical.
Wow.
Okay, so you are all touching the swords, or 4 of you are touching the swords at the same time?
Yes.
Yes.
Guess
All right. So I assume, like, how are you arranging this? How are you?
So Lyra, why don't you count us down, and then we'll all grab the hilt when she gets to 1.
Yeah, as if we're drawing them.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Huzzah!
All right, you all yank the swords out of the ground, and they come to life just as you are very familiar with. But this time they don't rip themselves from your hand. Instead, they guide you, sort of. They kind of pull you towards the door, and each one, you all kind of get lined up, and the swords insert themselves into the edge of the door, and as they do, they turn, and then the door slides into the wall, opening to a small 5 foot by 5 foot room.
Oh wow, that is a small room.
Oh,
It's a very small room.
And in the room, it is just a plain stone wall. As soon as you walk in Elven, it's written, "Glory goes to the warrior who faces the darkness alone."
Totally. And that's it.
Looks like we have to.
going in.
And then there's a door on the east wall.
Guys, I think I can do this. Close the door behind me.
There's no closing the door.
Okay.
No closing the door?
Nope, the door is slid into the wall.
You think just one person needs to go through the other door?
Yeah, so I'll push and pull on the door that's not the one I just came through.
Yep, that door opens just fine. And before we go into this room, let's take a quick break.
Okay. I was gonna try to keep one of those swords, but I'm like sensing that that's probably not gonna happen.
It's constantly shaking around in your bag. You're having I gotta admit, a cursed sword that like you have to roll a D100 and a certain number makes it do certain things. Like today, it jumps out and cuts off a finger. Fuck!
Shit!
You can fight with it, but it's always with disadvantage.
Yeah.
But it's like strong as hell, and you know it'll be all like sentient and cool in ways.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
some of the rolls are like just amazing, so that's why you would keep it.
Yeah, high risk,
Yeah.
high reward, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Hey Ryan, you still there? Did you walk away?
I'm still here.
Have you heard of Kingdom Come Deliverance?
It sounds familiar.
It is a game that basically what they seem to do is they went and took Skyrim and they said, what if we made this way more true to life and way more difficult combat? And I've been playing it, and it's fucking amazing. Like, you have to eat, you have to sleep. You are a blacksmith's son back in 1402 Bohemia. It's based like on a lot of historical shit. And just as it would have been there, like becoming a knight or being anything more than just that, you know, shitty lot in life is just unlikely and difficult to do, and people look down on you. The combat is based off this like either overhead, upper left, upper right, lower left, lower right. So you have to actually like feint your attack where you pretend you're going to swing from this way, but then switch another way. And it's a fucking cool game. And I keep getting my ass kicked by people, you know, like by NPCs that are better than me, but it is a cool game if any of that sounds interesting to you.
That's awesome.
Yeah, right?
Sounds cool.
It just launched recently, so like they still got bugs and shit. Like I went to use an alchemy station recently to make something, and I just started floating into the air. That was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Oh. Good stuff. Good stuff. What was that? What was that?
So I can't have a sword.
I mean, you can.
I'm just fucking with you, man. I don't.
You can keep touching those swords all you want, man.
I'm teasing. I really wanted one of the mithril swords, but I'm not going to keep fighting.
Eternally fighting spiritual swords.
No. Bad choices.
I just want a sword.
Why did you just stab yourself in the leg, mister? Well, let me tell you about this puzzle I solved, and then I decided to keep one of these fucking stupid things.
Sometimes in life, kid, you make terrible decisions and you stick with it.
Why, mister? Oh.
Because I'm right.
I'm an adult, that means I'm right. Oh. Oh boy, mister. Oh boy. Oh boy.
That's a hell of a Mickey Mouse, whoever just did that.
Which one?
The second one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Was that you, Ryan?
The second one was Matt, I think.
It's the only line that I've got well, and I used it at work to drive a lady in our dialer like room crazy, and it was great. I was just out training people, and she just from the floor, she just you're like, oh boy, and she got so fucking mad. It was great.
That's tremendous.
All right, Matt, say this. It's time for Meadles and Udels. And all you have to say is "Oh toodles."
Wow, I don't know if I can do all that.
Not with that attitude.
Whether you think you can or you can't, you're right.
Oh, horrible. I can't like say anything well in it. It's only like the catchphrase there. That's the worst thing. What the hell is that from? Is that some sort of like
The Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Yeah.
Every episode.
Oh wow.
It's
Every
time
episode.
for Beatles and Yodels. And all you have to say is "Oh toodles."
Oh, toodles.
Oh man.
No, seriously, if you ever want to like scratch your eyes out, watch like 17 episodes of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse in a row.
I'm good.
Like it's not that bad, but after like 7 or 8 in a row, it gets pretty nauseating.
Yeah, there's way worse shows out there.
Yeah,
But...
absolutely.
All right, is everyone back?
I think so.
I
All
can't
right.
remember what the name of it was, but there's a Canadian one that's like bots, and it's awful.
Storybots?
No, the one where they all have like different, like one of them is like super fast, and one of them is like dumb and like can like get really big, and like one of them has really long arms. I forget what it's called. I'll find it. Don't
Yeah.
worry about it.
Anyway, back to D&D. Marcus, says you open the door, the smell of old crypt, long since dead. It's not even the smell of decay, it's what's past decay. Just it rushes in, and you see a room lit by torches, and tombs lining the walls, and down the middle of the room there are it looks like 8 torches on the walls, one being unlit. A couple of the tombs seem opened or disturbed, and at the end of the room is a huge altar, much in the same vein as the one that you encountered earlier. This one just much larger in scope.
Take a much bigger.
Okay. So I'm gonna go investigate the tomb. I want to see what if it looks. Does it say the same stuff that the other one did?
This one is just basically paying homage to the warriors who sacrifice themselves to keep elven kind safe.
Okay. So I want to use Gust to put out the torches.
Let's see.
It's a cantrip, so I can.
Okay, the flames do not waver.
Okay. You said one of them was out, right?
Yeah, one of them is out.
Okay. Can I control Firebolt enough to try to light it?
You can, yes.
Okay. Then I would like to try to do that.
You send the flame towards it, right on the mark, and then as your firebolt dissipates, the torch remains unlit.
Okay. What's here? By the tomb, like behind it.
Those are large stone statues of elven warriors.
What about the open crypt right next to me?
So this one or this one?
I don't see your ping. Sorry.
Okay, yeah. There's a couple open crypts.
The one that I'm standing right next to. Let me move myself. The only one that. Sorry.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll an investigation.
Okay. I really should train investigation. Whoa! At some point.
All right, yeah. So, as you're making your way through this tomb, a couple things really stick out to you. One is of course that torch that remains unlit. The other is these tombs that are going down the center. All of them are facing one way. There's stone that like carved into the stone. There's the visage of an elven warrior, and they're all laying in the same direction. But the one that you're standing at that's open slightly is facing the unlit torch, and which is the opposite direction as all the other ones are facing.
Okay. Can I pull the torch out? Is that something that can happen, or is it like
it is set? It is set into the walls.
Okay. How tough would it be for me to flip this lid around so it's pointing the right way and close it?
So it's a very heavy stone lid. It would be a fairly
tough strength check.
Fairly tough strength check on your own.
On my own. Okay. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to talk to Riley. Like, hey, Riley. So when you go in there, there's going to be one torch that's not lit and a super heavy lid on one of the coffins that's pointing the wrong way. Look at the swords. Check out the swords. And there's one of them that's not pointing the wrong way. It's the only one that's open in the middle. I don't think I can move it, but I think you probably can. Or, you know, if anybody else wants to give it a try, but I thought Riley has the highest strength.
Riley makes the most sense to try.
Yep.
Don't get a 0 in there. I don't know
She's-
what that.
Is she still under the effect of bull strength?
Yeah.
I have not failed a concentration save.
So yeah,
Yeah.
advantage.
Wait, so I have to do the which one? What do I have to do?
Just doing a strength check, right?
So there's all of the coffins down the middle of the room. One of the swords is facing the wrong way. You gotta flip it around.
All right, let's give this a whirl. Try to twist this around. Did I do it?
All right. So as soon as you touch the lid of that particular tomb, it just goes away. It's like it wasn't even there to begin with. And and then below it, you see where it used to be. One moment.
Giant fucking dragon! Ah!
Skeleton.
A hole.
It's a hole. There's a hole in the ground.
And unlike the hole that you went down before, this one goes into complete and total darkness. It's hard to judge just how deep it might go.
Great. Guys, wait. Can only one person be in here, or is it just? Does it just happen to be just me right now?
We just don't know.
I guess we technically haven't tried.
So the clue on the door said indicated one person, right?
It
Oh,
said
means they
glory. It says glory goes to the warrior who faces the darkness alone.
All right, so I'm gonna go back in.
Unless the glory is jumping in that dark fucking hole.
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, if
I'm gonna
Marcus is
jump
going
down.
in, I'm going in.
Jumping down the hole.
All right. Oh, okay. Well,
All right. Marcus jumps down the hole.
And if it's more than 60 feet, I'm gonna cast Featherfall. And as long as it's less than 600 feet, I don't take any damage.
You fall for let's see.
I fall at least 60 feet.
Dead.
You're falling.
Because I'm gonna wait till 60 feet to cast Featherfall. At least what I feel like is
Okay.
60 feet.
So you fall for what feels like 40 feet and then hit the ground.
All right.
So go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
Woo!
Oh, yeah.
Did you Spider-Man down or some shit? Like, what the fuck? That's awesome.
I mean, I am sort of Spider-Man.
And you have dark vision, correct?
I have 60 feet of dark vision. Yes.
All right.
So I can see just a little bit.
Okay.
I love
I'm
how our
gonna-
party, we're never like, oh, let's use some of these ropes and climb down carefully. We're always just like, now let's jump.
Yeah, we'll jump.
Guys, it's about 50 feet down. Careful.
Guys! It's about 50 feet down.
Careful.
So Marcus, you find yourself in a very narrow tunnel.
Okay, I'm going to step 2 steps out of the way so I'm not like right there when people come after me.
Well,
But
I'm wondering if this is the darkness that you're supposed to tackle alone.
yeah, man. It
that's
says
fair.
alone, so by all
So
means.
so you guys think after thinking about things maybe that it was more of a riddle about the warrior's tomb that was facing the unlit torch.
Ah.
That
Okay,
makes
then I'm
sense.
jumping down the hole.
So you guys can go down. It's fine. I don't want to bog things down with having you guys.
All right, so we're all just jumping in a hole.
I mean, if you're gonna jump, yeah, you can always do something else. But you know,
That's
you're
no
jumping.
fun.
You're jumping down 40 feet. So,
So-
if you fail your acrobatics check, you're gonna take some damage.
Ouch. So ouch. And I'm so dexterous. So
Is it a D6 or a D10 for every 10
It's-
feet that you fall?
It's a d6 for every 10 feet, so it'll be 4d6.
I mean, we've got rope, guys. We can use rope.
yeah, guys, I don't
Can I try to catch?
I'm not
Riley,
the
good.
best at jumping down into holes.
What if I caught you?
Literally, while the conversation's going, I'm just pulling rope out of my bag, checking.
I say I can if I instead of jumping down, I can hold on to a rope while people climb down, or we tie it off and then. Oh wait, is there some place we can just tie the rope off?
Yeah, you can find somewhere to tie it off.
Yeah.
The
All right.
giant,
But then we won't have the rope anymore.
Oh yeah. Well, I could hold the rope. Everyone can climb down, and then I can jump last because I can slow fall down.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
We'll all go down by rope, and then you can bring the rope and slow fall, so at least we can save it in case we still need it.
Yeah. There we go.
Go.
Do they need dex checks if they use the rope?
Nope.
Cool.
Like I could make a strength check for holding on to the rope. But
No. You're using a rope. You're
tougher in that
fine.
area.
You got to do it.
Okay,
It's
okay.
hand over hand climbing down though, so you got to do like 40 of them as you're going down this rope.
40 straight.
Yeah.
Right, like Rach can start rolling 40, so you keep an eye out.
What did you say about not wanting to bog
that's
shit
not
down,
a
Mike?
check at all. Yeah. Just so you know, in real life, Maggie may as well just jump down the hole because there ain't no way in hell I could use a rope to climb down anything.
An adventurer is you.
Yeah.
This is
so
why
you
we
guys-
would actually go on dungeon crawls in real life.
You guys find yourself in a very narrow tunnel that looks like it's dug out by hand, and every step slopes down more as it gets deeper and deeper into the earth. And as you get deeper down, it gets darker and darker because the light from above is fading. And as you turn the last corner, or the next corner, basically, almost all light is gone. Those of you that have dark vision, you can see the road ahead of you. It looks like it has some holes in it. They appear to go down even deeper. And if you're going to pass by, because it's so narrow, you will need either a athletics, acrobatics, or dexterity saving throw. Any of those to pass the hole.
I'm passed.
I mean, like, I'm guessing I passed.
Everyone except Dekoth did.
Which makes sense because I'm huge. So, of course, I still managed.
Derp.
Well, and Sunshine didn't make a roll, but
She's gonna.
she gonna.
Where? Let's see. What shall we roll? Oh.
Oh, did she step away and you're in control of Sunshine's sheet?
No.
Oh no!
You're never rolling for me again.
Okay, so
Not very dexterous.
Why did you pick dexterity? I'm a cleric.
Yeah,
Or
one
of the things that we have to roll, you have a +1 to.
I use inspiration to reroll.
I mean, do you have inspiration?
Yeah, we all got inspiration last session.
Then yeah, probably.
yeah, if you
I'll
want to use inspiration, you totally can.
I'm not gonna do it this time though.
No, I know.
I mean, is this a risky situation that I just failed at? Because if that's the case, maybe I wouldn't.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for Sunshine's action to resolve.
Okay.
Womp 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 womp.
Yeah.
Did
Nice.
Chelsea actually roll that one?
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
You're never clicking for me again, Ryan.
That's what's up.
Yeah, well.
So everyone makes it past, and then Dekoth comes lumbering through and like plants his big old druid furbolg foot down, and the ground just gives away. And Dekoth, go ahead and make me one more. At this point, it's going to be a dex saving throw. And you're gonna need to be pretty good here.
I didn't do anything to help.
I mean, I figure worst case scenario, I can wild shape into some sort of flying creature. So I've got that in my back pocket.
Okay.
So I'm kind of thinking about that if I have to. But yeah, dex saving, you said? 17.
That's pretty good.
Oh, that is just enough. That is literally, it was a DC 17. The floor falls beneath you, and you're able to scamper forward just quick enough before falling.
You channel your inner beetle.
Yeah.
Scamper up the side of the thing. Yeah.
Okay, so the tunnel ahead is narrow and
also a dead end.
and it ends in what looks like a dead end. And Marcus, as you approach the dead end, make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Shoot.
I'm just going to
19.
listen to you guys because I can't see shit.
Oh.
I assume it's dark. So
I can. I'll cast light on my shield or something so that
I was
everybody can see.
light.
Okay, cool. There you go. There's your. All players should be able to see your light now. Marcus, as you reach the dead end, you feel a faint rumbling and then hear a tumbling, and have the wherewithal to back away. And as you do, huge boulders just come falling down,
Yeah.
narrowly missing you.
So that sucks. Did anything open?
Nothing opened. Now you're just looking at a dead end with a bunch of boulders in front of it.
All right.
What's going on, Marcus?
So there's. Did you hear that? There's a bunch
I
of
heard
boulders.
a bunch of things fall. Yeah.
There's a bunch of boulders in front of me. It's like the path just stops.
You said these are like dirt walls. Can we start trying to dig?
It's earthen, so I mean digging. It's kind of like going down into a mine. So I mean you could dig, but it's going to be pretty tough to dig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Cop,
Matt, what
can
was
you
that?
do anything?
I mean, I can do that stone shaping to the wall of boulders there and see if I can't just literally throw a corridor right in there.
That might be awesome. Let me step out of the way so that you can do that. It's only medium or smaller, though.
Yeah.
Oh, section of stone no more than 5 feet.
Yeah, so long as it's no more than 5 feet thick, I should be able to mold it.
So I'm not gonna make you expend a spell slot for that, because as soon as you start to channel the energy, you can tell that at this dead end, it's just solid all the way through. There's nothing.
Okay, good.
It's
Yeah, I'll turn to the party then. I'll be like, it's too thick here. This really does seem like a dead end.
Did we miss something?
I wonder how deep these holes are.
I was about to say, can I stick I cast light on my shield, so can I kind of stick it down into one of the holes and see if we can see anything?
Yeah. So go ahead and make a perception check when you look down that hole.
Oh my gosh.
What you see is about 20 feet down, a small landing, and there is another hole. So there's here, I'll just put you there and you can kind of see what this looks like. It's a small room with a small landing and a fairly large hole. The room looks like it goes really narrow.
Like we can't get through narrow, so we probably definitely have to go down the next hole.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is what you see.
Guys, I think we just have to keep going down. It looks like down here there's just another little bitty room with another hole.
That seems like our only, at least, not backtracking. So
It's only about 20 feet down, so
Drop on down the hole.
I'd say the same thing. I can hang back with the rope for anyone who wants to climb down, and then I'll jump down last.
yeah, I'll climb down with the rope.
Same.
I mean, I haven't used a
Alright.
rope yet, so I'm going to go ahead and make another acrobatics check.
Okay. Marcus, are you going down first?
Yeah.
Okay.
cartwheeling the whole fucking time.
Your acrobatics check gets you down there just fine. As you get down there, make me a Constitution saving throw.
Alrighty. Where'd my character sheet go? Fuck. Hang on. Constitution save. Sorry, I hit the wrong thing. Well, I have an extra +2 to my saving throws, so
Okay, so As you get down into this room, it seems as though there's an unnatural lack of air. It just almost becomes a vacuum, and as you try and take a breath, you just find that you can't. But you have the wherewithal to stop trying to breathe and hold your breath.
Okay. Can I see anything down the next hole?
Yes, it looks like another 20 feet down. There appears to be a larger room and a faint greenish light.
I'm gonna keep going.
What?
All right. I'd say make an acrobatics
I mean, if you want me to
check
make
and-
another deck save, I will.
I mean, make an acrobatics check. It's gonna be in the 30s, I imagine, but I mean, you have like a 1 in 20 chance of, yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
Why are you so dexterous?
Can I breathe now?
You can now breathe.
Sweet. So I am going to go over to my spells, and I'm going to okay. I'm gonna cast Sending up to Dekoth and say, hey, don't try to stop on that first landing. Just keep coming down. Drop a rope. Just keep coming.
Meanwhile, I've got my head in the hole and I'm going, Marcus, are you down there? Like,
Marcus, you do not hear that.
Oh, interesting.
But I get
Because-
the message he sent, right?
But yes, you do get the message.
It's a 3rd level spell.
Oh! I thought you meant he didn't get the sending message. That's like, holy shit! Did you go like through to a different plane just then?
No. The you get the sending message, but Lyra, when you shout down, Marcus, you don't hear it.
Okay. Well, I'll communicate what he said to the rest of the group, basically just letting them know. Apparently, when we get down this hole, we're going to hit a landing, and we need to keep going down and hold your breath. Oh, well, he didn't mention anything about that, so just keep going down.
just keep going quickly. Got it.
Yeah, apparently we'll hit another landing, and then we've got to keep going down. So don't be alarmed, but we got to move quickly.
I'm stepping out of the way so that I don't get squished when my buddies come down.
I'm gonna like. There we go.
No.
So are we all just jumping?
I assume you're taking the rope.
Yeah. Rope thing.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I
Yeah, Riley jumped.
Riley jump.
Okay.
what I did.
So, Maggie, part of the reason why I'm so dexterous is because the staff gives me a +2 to all my saving throws,
Oh.
Oh wow!
and I used expertise on acrobatics, so I get to double my proficiency bonus.
Nice. So you
Got it.
+8 from your proficiency bonus alone to your acrobatics?
I have a +13 to acrobatics. Yeah,
Oh, because bards.
yeah,
Large.
it's sort of
Because
ridiculous.
bards. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
I have a bard in the new campaign, and I'm like, how do you do all of this? This isn't fair.
Skill monkey.
Ridiculous.
I'm starting to feel that way with Locke. It's like, man,
Yeah, I mean,
10
your
in things, and I'm level 6.
your stealth is fucking brutal, and your movement with Locke is just stupid.
Yeah,
Wait, what is Locke?
he's
That's
my
like-
tabaxi rogue.
He's a rogue. Oh, I'm going to ask you questions about rogues because I don't know how to run my rogue. But that's another campaign, so I'll ask you later.
So you all make it through the vacuum chamber without any trouble, thanks to your friend Marcus testing it out. And you find yourself in a clearing. And And down the eastern end, you see a faint green glow emanating from beneath a wooden door.
I try and push on the door.
The door opens,
Mm,
and inside is a very large cavernous room. And inside the room are trees, as though they were growing. They're boulders and trees, and you wouldn't know, but you would think this were outside somehow. The ceilings are easily 50 or 60 feet tall, and almost perfectly rounded and polished, like granite. You're very deep underground at this point, so this is
to
pretty
Koth,
interesting.
Yeah, I was
how
thinking the same thing right there. Is kind of, I'm kind of curious about whether or not this is some sort of bullshit or not. Like, I'm trying to sense, nature check there. Basically, like, is this? Do I feel like literally, kind of like you said, almost as if I'm outside again? Like that's how incredibly real and natural this feels.
Yes, it feels very natural, but there is also something. I hate to say it feels natural in an unnatural way.
I want to climb this tree.
Gale is my favorite.
So basically, it's as if are the things that are here like natural, but obviously this type of environment at this kind of location is not natural.
Yes,
like real trees and real, like, I don't feel like magic grew these or something, like potentially, or maybe if it did, they are real trees at this point.
they are. Well,
yeah, that's the tricky thing, right?
Well, Gale's climbing one of the trees.
There you go.
So,
as Lyra looks back at me then and speaks, I'm like touching the ground and kind of like have my head sideways. I'm like trying to figure out what the fuck this is. So I have nothing then.
Gale, make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
He's good at that.
Just gets thrown out of the tree.
Okay.
Roll initiative.
Lyra was so close to following him on that. I'm really glad she didn't.
Yeah.
As
Roll
you
initiative.
climb the tree, the branch, one of the branches just curls around you and grabs hold of you, and all of the leaves just shake from the tree trunk, and what's left as you're all standing there on either side of you are huge, what look like walking trees. They're probably 20 feet tall, and there's just leaves kind of cascading off of them at this point, holding Gale. One of them is holding Gale in a tight bind. And yeah, I guess it's time for initiative. The door also, as soon as the forms began to take shape from being trees, the door behind you slammed closed.
Awesome.
Come on.
Another lowest number for mine.
Whoa. I've never rolled that high on initiative ever.
Stone giant. Are you serious? Fuck
Well, they're
me.
clearly not stone giants, but they might be using their stats.
Okay. That's not fun.
Yeah, so needless to say, these look very intimidating, and they have now animated. They're basically ancient trees that have animated and now are not friendly to you.
Cool.
2, 3, 4, 5. Who am I missing? Lyra, I'm missing you once again.
I rolled a 19.
You rolled a 19. Okay. Let me add you then.
Riley, is your last name supposed to be Bazooka?
Yuzuka.
Yuzuka.
Okay.
All right, so Gale of Wind, you have an opportunity to break free by making a strength saving throw.
Okay.
And you do so with a 26.
Nice.
So you're able to wriggle out from...
Yeah.
And you will have your full turn.
All right. You said they're friendly to us?
No, they are not friendly to you.
They're not friendly.
No, they
Okay.
they are looking very threatening.
Okay. Are we in a dim room or is this bright in here?
It is bright. In fact, the trees themselves seem to be putting off light.
Dang. Okay. So I'm not gonna be able to sneak up on them.
Throw a torch.
Oh, that's a cool idea. I don't know.
Oh shit! I'm just thinking how I can light these motherfuckers on fire. So that's.
But then, are they just gonna punch us with fire fists? Then I don't know.
That might be all kinds of bad.
As soon as anything hurts these, considering we've been underground for so long, and I finally got a little bit of a moment with nature, it's going to be like the Indians seeing the trash thrown. There will be a single to cough tear.
Oh no!
All right. Well, I think my reaction is I'm leaping out of the tree, kind of rolling away from whichever limb or vine was just trying to tangle me up. I'm going to try and attack that vine here. So,
Right.
Son I've wrecked. Here we go. Oh, I got to click up here. Attack.
Oh!
Yep.
All right.
That'll teach that tree. All right. So, are you expending a charge?
Yeah, I'll do a charge this time.
All right. So 12. Okay, so 12, 7, 19 damage.
All right. Second attack.
15's not going to do it. You cut into it, and it's literally just like cutting into a freaking tree trunk.
All right. So I'll go ahead and use the bonus action here to do a regular martial arts attack here. I think I can. That's the thing I can do, right? It's been so long. Let me check bonus action. Oh, I can. Where is it? Sorry, I've forgotten what I can do here.
Something about key points.
Say yes. Like, do I need to spend a key point to do this? I think.
I don't know for an unarmed attack if you have to do it, but I think like you spend key point for
my extra attack is free. Oh yeah, no, I do. I have a bonus on an armed strike. Okay, there it is. I found it. All right. So I'm gonna try doing a kick there. I'm gonna kick a tree. That can't go badly, right?
That sounds great.
Fantastic
Classic ninja
idea.
training in action here.
Oh yeah, you've done this before.
All right.
And you kick the shit out of that tree.
Okay, so that's gonna do a little damage and also help me free my blade from that bad attack.
Nice. All right. Lyra?
Oh, yeah, I'm not used to being this far up in the initiative. It's weird.
Down here, down around, the 7 area.
Okay, so bonus action, spiritual weapon at this dude. And I mean, well, there it is.
22 will hit.
I'm gonna just imagine that's like a giant axe because tree.
Clearly.
And then I mean, let's just go ahead and guiding bolt him as well.
You wanna roll damage on the spiritual weapon?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, we're just gonna make that a level 2 spiritual weapon.
All right, 7.
And then my guiding bolt was only a 14.
14 is not gonna hit.
Okay. And that is my turn.
Alrighty, Rue. Riley. Have we lost them?
No, he's on mute, and I'm wondering if he forgot.
Yep, I forgot. Okay, Lyra hit this one. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Gail's hit this one.
Yep.
Are they in the trees or are they?
They are the trees.
They are the trees. Okay.
They are the trees.
Okay. Let's do this right this time because I keep forgetting things that I can do. Alright. I'm gonna come tag team this one with Gale. Take them some ways.
Tag team back again.
That's exactly where my head went the moment I heard tag team.
Party on, party people. Let me hear some noise. DC's in the house. Flunk, flunk, rejoice.
I remember too. It was actually playing in my car today because I had my iPod going on random for all tracks, and it played something from an MTV Hits album.
Hot damn.
26 hits.
Yeah.
Just barely, though. Barely.
Sorry, hold on. Check on something real quick. As soon as this stops rainbow wheeling, thank you. No. Oh. I just want to make sure. Okay, good. So it's let's see. Okay. This guy's gonna need to make a I'm gonna guess Constitution save. Because I have phlebotomize, which when it's the thing where when my die roll result is equal to or above 15, I cause a grievous wound.
Jesus.
And it takes it takes an extra 1d8 damage with half as much on a successful save, but it doesn't specify. What did we decide on last time for this? It was probably a con save.
Yeah.
I don't know what the number was.
Or wait.
Wonder how these trees are about to be feeling.
What's your spellcasting mod?
Read.
Don't have a spellcasting mod.
He doesn't have a spellcasting mod.
What do you use to make your? I'm sorry, Mike. Go ahead.
Can you read the skill again?
On a die roll, result equal to or above 15. You cause a grievous wound, etc. Target creature receives 1d8 extra damage, and half as much on a successful save.
A successful save.
What do you use to make your attacks?
Strength, right?
Strength, but why would they make a strength save?
No,
Yeah, no, it'll be a con.
Yeah.
We'll just call it con. So, unsuccessful.
Oh no.
Or wait, it's not against a DC. It's not against your DC, right?
Doesn't say.
Okay, then a 10 is good.
Okay.
So it's okay on the 10.
Okay.
So it's half of a D8
Yeah.
in addition to. All right, so
Extra 2.
10 damage. 10 damage.
For that one.
Okay.
Yo.
It as you cut it, it kind of drips some sap. And then you come around and air horn it.
Pew, 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 pew.
I can't wait to see what Riley does at like level 18.
Oh boy.
That's why Mike has to close this out before we get any stronger. He's like, at this point, you guys are too much. Can't handle this shit.
Dude, I want to see Riley maxed out so bad.
He will become one of the gods of this world, or she will. You know, it'll be like, remember
19.
her?
And then let's go.
All right, yeah.
16.
It's plus 10. 16 does not hit.
Darn. Okay, that's all I got.
All right, Marcos.
All right. So, Riley, you were going after this tree. Is that right?
That's where I'm at.
All right, cool. Well, then I am going to firebolt that tree. 14's not going to hit.
14 does not hit.
All right. I'm going to
Remember, you guys, you have Qs if you ever want to use them.
I do have a Q. What did my Q say? So I'm going to use my thing Q on the staff because I've sort of like been not real sure about using the staff as my spell focus, but I'm pretty sure I can. And my panpipes have sort of been letting me down on Firebolt. So I'm going to use the Staff of Eglain as my spell focus, and I'm going to try and recast Firebolt.
All right. That will do it, yes.
Nice.
Right.
Ooh, nice.
God damn.
Yeah, so 21 fire damage to the tree.
So the firebolt smacks into the tree and it looks super effective. I'm gonna do this. And the tree actually sets aflame.
Goddamn.
Nice.
Is it also still alive?
It is still alive. Definitely still alive.
Which one did you just set on fire?
The
one that-
tears.
That one? Oh crap!
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Gail, I'm just a tiny bit concerned about your little kitty fur, and I don't want you to get burned. So I'm going to give you bardic inspiration, just in case you need to make a saving throw of some sort. And I don't know all of the words, but if you want to imagine me singing the Pocahontas, can you paint with all the colors of the wind? That's the song that's going on in my head right now.
Okay, thank you.
You think the only people who are the people who look and think like you.
Well,
But that's not true.
If
I-
you walk the
especially for our
footsteps
little
of a
band.
stranger, you learn things you never knew you never knew.
I love him so
Oh my god.
So that's
Oh
why I
my God.
cast it on Gale. I can't go away from the Disney princess theme of my songs yet, though.
I love it.
Are both of these things still alive?
Yes, they are both very much alive. The one down on the south end, Marcus, you were attacking the one down
Correct.
at the bottom, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so that one, he is on fire and withering away. There's ashes pouring from him at this point, but the one up top is still. He's like ripping his feet out from the ground, uprooting himself, getting ready to act.
Alrighty.
Oops, I didn't mean to move that guy.
Cool. Let's turn up a notch.
Turn down for what?
Just
Get turned.
you wait my turn.
All right, what are you doing, Dikoff?
Casting my flaming sphere, so I'll have it basically appear next to him, and then anything it's within 5 feet of takes 2d6 plus an additional d6 for each level above that. So if that auto crunched my numbers for me, that's a really shitty roll, because that would mean that was 6d6, and it only ended up at 15. So I guess
No. 6 plus 15. So
Okay,
21.
Good. At least that's a little bit better. So yeah, 21 damage to it from a flaming sphere. And
How
then,
big is the sphere?
let's see here. Whoop.
5 foot sphere.
Yeah, it's a 5 foot sphere.
Okay, and you're placing it like
At the top one. I'm going for that one because I don't
Top
want to
one.
help sizzle any fur. So yeah, I'll place it right within its range so that it deals with that. So it has to roll a dex saving throw. It'll take half damage if it succeeds. And it looks like the DC is on the screen and everything, so you already know.
yeah, so 17. Okay.
And then I'll ask you what you think about this next idea before I'm done. Nice.
12. So he's going to take
Full damage.
full damage. So 21, and it's fire, so it seems super effective. We're going to go ahead and roll a d100, and he sets flame as well.
So here's the thing to ask. What do you think? As a bonus action, I can move it up to 30 feet. If you ram the sphere into a creature, that creature must make a saving throw against the sphere's damage, and it stops moving this turn. So basically, it hits and does damage again.
Yeah.
I'm thinking literally, I would, if that's what was going on, I literally want this thing to go out 15 feet and come back slamming into the same target.
Sure,
like-
yeah.
So yeah, it goes out, it comes back, and
So it has to make another dex saving throw.
yeah, and it'll basically all the damage will get rolled again. It must make a saving throw against the sphere's damage. So yeah.
That's gonna fail the shit out of it.
So there we go. 42 damage in a turn. I just wanted to be like the other big boys.
Virtual fist bump, bro.
Go ahead and re-roll the damage.
Oh, cool. I'll just act like I'm casting it again then, because I think that's the only way I can get it to go.
You can just /R space 66.
Oh yeah, there you go. That would be easier.
That way it doesn't auto
Whew. Nice.
lose a spell slot for you.
Yeah, exactly. Or get mad at me and go like,
Yeah, I mean mean, this thing is this thing's a freaking bonfire at this point. Not doing great.
Just wanted to point out that you're hitting it with 2 balls of fire.
Yeah. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
You beat me to it. Damn it. I actually know that one. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
That was them. Those were the balls. And I still control the ball afterwards, so I've got control of the ball.
Just so you know, man, that's exactly what that spell's supposed to do. Like,
yeah, I've used it as a torch, and I was like, wait, I need a fire spell, and this I can control. I can move it around. Like, fuck yeah, I'm doing that.
Yeah.
All right. So the southern tree golem is going to make a con saving throw, and you kind of see it shake, and the fire that is starting to engulf it is winked out before it can really do anything, and it won't let me. Okay, that's fine. I'll just remember that. And then it takes both very large branch appendages and slams down into Gale. So a 26 and a 24.
Do those miss?
So it's gonna be
God.
Yeah, 33 bludgeoning damage.
Jesus.
Okay.
Holy cow.
That tickles.
As these very large branches just come smacking it down on you.
Schmeck.
And that is all it does. That's it.
I mean, that's sort of a lot.
Nope.
That's all.
What about no?
The other tree golem is going to make a con saving throw and fail, taking 2d6.
That's a 66 flaming sphere.
Yeah, I figured if I was going to cast it, I had to really go to town on it, right?
Yeah.
This is for it being on fire.
Ah, gotcha.
I was going to say, I don't get to just do that every turn.
I mean, it'd be cool if you did.
24. All right, so it takes 4 fire damage, which is super effective, and it is still on fire, but it is going to lumber over towards Sunshine and Lyra.
Shit.
It's lumbering over. Ha.
That was good.
Yep.
Nice job, Mike. Or did you do that not on purpose? Did Chris call you out on that?
Oh, I did it on purpose. I just tried to pass it off as
Dad joke.
Yep. Anyway, it is going to take one large woody appendage and smack it down on Sunshine, and another large woody appendage and smack it down on Lyra.
Cool.
So this one is for Sunshine. 21.
Yep.
And for Lyra, a 21.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right. So Sunshine, your damage is 22 bludgeoning. And Lyra, yours is 18 bludgeoning. As you just get smacked with branches.
No means no, tree man.
Seriously.
And can you both roll D100s because they are flaming branches?
Cool.
If you get under a 50, which you both do,
You're a little toasty.
We're on fire.
no, you're gonna take 10 fire damage
I hate
as you
this
get
tree.
as you get licked with flames and beaten by branches.
Just can't fucking win.
And it is Sunshine's turn.
Run away.
So I got this really cool new spell, right?
Oh, did you just run away?
No.
No. I moved during my turn.
Yeah, but you are in melee.
Oh no, no! She didn't move.
I'll give you the opportunity to take it back. Otherwise, it is going to be an opportunity attack.
Okay. So I have a cool new spell called Harm. You unleash a virulent disease on a creature that you can see within range. That target must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 14d6 necrotic damage, or half as much damage on a successful one. The damage can't reach the target's hit points below 1. If the target fails the saving throw, its hit point maximum is reduced for 1 hour by an amount equal to the necrotic damage it took.
Nice.
That's insane.
Yeah, harm's pretty bad.
So 14d6, but it can't drop it below 1, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Ooh.
Nice.
Mm.
Oh, still.
But necrotic too will keep it permanently down, not like they're healing themselves, but
All right. So it was half as much, you said?
Yeah.
On a Yep, half damage. So you harm the shit out of it. And which one is it?
The one that attacked me in Lyra.
The one that attacked you. Okay. Its branches and bark start to wither away, and it is literally just shriveling up into a flaming twig at this point.
LOL.
I spit on it.
that puts out some of the fire and it comes back to life.
Make a what kind of skill check do you think spit would be?
An awesome skill check.
Is it like dexterity? Is it?
That's a dexterous thing, right? Because you got to be able to spit it right and arc it, and yeah, I think that's dexterity.
I think that's dexterous. So go ahead and just make a dexterity throw. Yep. That's you're gonna miss with the spit.
I would say it's either that or it's intimidation.
Yeah.
It could be performance. It really depends on what you're trying to get.
So the intent was there.
The intent was there. And I'm telling you, if you would have hit with the spit, you probably would have killed this thing.
It's amazing.
But you didn't hit with it.
Well,
unless you have inspiration or something. But I think you
have
already
a
used
cool inspirational story about.
or
about
you could use a cue about spitting. Maybe you have a story about being on the boat and having spitting contests with pirates.
With the gnomes.
Only it wasn't spitting.
I won every time.
Anywho.
No, I don't have anything to reroll.
Okay. All right. So yeah, needless to say that that tree is not looking great right now. And it's Gale of Wind's turn.
All right. Gonna try another cut here.
19 hits.
with the cold damage.
All right. What is going on here? Okay. There we go. So 13 damage. Okay.
All right, second cut.
Oh, wow. Another crit.
Gonna use
Who
that
would've-
last charge.
God damn.
Ooh, doggies.
Exploderated.
22.
Jesus.
All right. Yeah, this tree is now looking like a lumberjack has gotten to it, and it's got the nice Barbie waist, super thin, and then it kicks out into nice like luscious hips. I'm trying to use imagery here, and it's probably failing horribly, but you know, it's like the hourglass figure that yeah. Anyway, there you go. That's what's going on.
Oh.
It's like when see, Men in Tights, when the blind guy's fighting the post, right?
Abe Lincoln.
Yeah, Abe
Yep.
Lincoln.
Mhm.
Okay. I've got one more bonus action, so I think we'll go ahead and do another kick.
Just kick it in half.
13 is not going to hit.
Curses. Can I spit on it?
Finish off the giant fucking tree. Lyra,
Yeah,
spit on that tree.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna attack with my spiritual weapon again. Bonus action on this dude that my friend has made basically dead. Should I just like cast that again, even though it's still up?
If it's up, I think you just have to roll damage.
So I think it still has to. It has to roll to attack every time.
Well, yeah, it has to roll to attack, but
So I'll just.
a 26 will hit.
Nice. Do any damage. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the flaming twig just poofs into a pile of ash, and then as the ashes hit the ground, the spot where it was once a tree erupts into a tree, a large tree, an ancient-looking tree, and it is now just a tree.
Just a tree again.
And there is a flaming ball where it is. So, yeah, that tree might set on fire, but
We'll get it moving.
And for my action, because several of us have been hit now, I'm gonna cast Mass Cure Wounds.
Yay!
Ooh.
So
Everybody gets 17.
I mean, yeah, if you've been hit, take 17 because you're all I've measured.
Thanks.
It's in my range.
Nice.
Healy wheelie.
And that is my turn.
Finish it, Riley!
Ooh.
really,
Finish him.
I was gonna do something else also, but I don't think I'm going.
Just be the best Riley you can be.
16 is not going to hit.
What about an 18?
An 18 does hit.
Yay!
Oh boy.
Nice.
Roll that.
17. Very nice.
Roll that.
Beautiful beat.
That con save.
Oh yes, con save.
You did it.
Way
did
to
it.
save.
Oh, damn. Oh, wait, no.
26.
You're
I was
gonna
gonna.
take the polearm master, right? Seeing if that hits.
Yeah, that was
16
for-
does not.
Yeah.
It's 26 though.
Oh, 26, yes.
26 does. So there's for the
half damage, right?
So yeah, and then
Yep. Yeah.
and then 2 more.
2 more.
Really serious.
Poke, 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 poke.
I mean,
DPS?
Yeah, mass deeps.
Way to go, Blinken.
Hey, Blinken.
God, that's such a great movie.
I love the Braille Playboy. It's so good.
All right, Marcus, let's see what you got.
All right. So, I mean, Firebolt was so effective last time.
Well, Flaming Sphere is going to whip past your face here soon if this thing doesn't go down.
So-
15 does not hit.
15 does not hit, but that's okay. I think that I think my buddy Decoth is gonna get it done. So I'm gonna duck down and take one step to the diagonal to make a very clear path for the flaming sphere.
Based on its size and everything like that, it shouldn't have an issue moving the 30 feet that it can move to impact with him.
Yep.
Which then, as it impacts, means we get to roll our 66.
And then it's a dex saving throw.
Yeah, so I think it was 17 based off my numbers.
It's going to fail.
17, yeah. I had to roll up, but scroll up. So yeah, it'll take all 22.
All right.
And it's now within his area, wherever you want to place it.
The tree golem is incinerated. It falls into ashes, and from down beneath where it was standing, a tree erupts back into the air.
Cool.
And now the room stands silent, aside from a flaming sphere scorching a tree, and
I'll drop concentration.
a large stone door at the end of the room slides open.
Ooh, buddy. Yeah, I'll drop concentration on the flaming sphere though, so nothing else gets set on fire.
Okay.
Looks like a hallway, guys.
Really quick before we move on, does anyone else need any healing?
Lyra got me taken care of. I'm good.
It is. That's a like. Does anybody need anything more? I mean, I could always throw a little healing out too if it's
I
necessary.
was gonna say I'm down a few. I could use a little bit more.
Okay, just a second.
I'm only down to 16 though, so it's not.
I mean, you could always get down on some berries if you'd like. Yeah.
Why is nothing popping up?
Yeah, it's weird.
I'm casting Cure Wounds on me and Gale.
that's weird.
Yeah, is anything working? Even something just like
Well, that worked.
That definitely worked.
yeah, you can do manual rolls, but yeah, like clicking, like that's me clicking Goodberry.
Try reloading your character sheet.
That's weird.
What's my spellcasting modifier?
Also,
Lots of poopies.
also here.
So, Mike, did all the talk of balls last session inspire this fight with the giant wood, or was that just a coincidence?
Total coincidence.
Okay, I'll look for 9 points of damage.
There you go.
Cool,
Ooh.
thank you.
And I think some berries so you can top yourself off the last 5. Here's some berries.
Can I have
Oh,
some berries?
delicious, thank you.
Yeah, how many you need?
I'm down about 6 still.
Perfect. I'll give you the other 5 berries, and then if you'd like, I can make some more berries.
I'm gonna go pee for the home stretch here.
Nice. Anybody else need any life?
I'm good.
I mean, I guess I would take some if you have them.
Cool. I'll do 10 more berries. I'll that way I can hand 6 so that Sunshine's up to full, and then the other 9 are for you. So 9 HP up.
Nice.
So since Mike's gone, I can tell you guys this because we're not moving. The druid in our other game makes us take his good berries like a baby bird. So like he has to regurgitate them to us.
Gross.
That's over the top. That is excessive.
It's kind of hilarious now, but I didn't get healed the first couple sessions because I was grossed
I
out.
say maybe if it was like a Kenku druid, that could work.
He's a
That would be
Firbolg.
great.
I love how weird the Kenku are. Like, if you really role played it, like the idea that you can only, like, in some cases, you can only repeat like other people's voices or things that they've said. So
You're Bumblebee.
it's just such a cool idea. I love ideas like that really mess with how communication works. Just like the Darmok and Gelada at Tanagra, like TNG episode and everything. Like, I love that kind of stuff.
Nerd.
Yeah.
Brought up TNG during D&D. That's a pretty deep nerd hole.
I mean, nobody missed it. I feel like everybody here got that reference.
Yeah.
Has everybody here seen TNG, or were you just kind not to want any elaboration because then I'd have to talk about Star Trek?
No. Geordie LaForge is my spirit animal.
He's wonderful. Look, it's Mike.
I felt like since Matt was casting Goodberry, I had to tell him about Owen and the baby bird.
Baby bird.
It was awesome.
Horrible. That's gonna be Jacost's new way now. You want berries?
No.
Oh God, no.
You know, my character Locke has an obsession with trying to clean. Well, he had an obsession until Decimus died, but his obsession was trying to give a cat bath to Decimus, which he never let him do.
No, I did not let him lick me.
I would have allowed it.
Nope.
I love player quirks like that.
So as I went pee, I realized we're at like 1:30 a.m. here.
Yeah.
I think if we're gonna stop, it's a good place to stop because we're about halfway through the dungeon.
Okay.
Otherwise, we can probably get through in an hour if we want to stay up super late and do it. But I guess that's up to you guys.
I have work at 7.
I have to go look at a wedding venue in Michigan tomorrow.
Yeah. I think this is probably a good point then. This will do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know, you guys stand looking into a hallway. The hallway is sloping upward at this point. It's the first time that you appear to have been traveling upward for a while. But yeah, that will be the end of the session, I suppose.
Okay.
Good game, guys.
Very
That was
cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's great.
We did it.
We did it. Yeah, we did it.
Your giant wood puzzle.
Wood, ball, just what a group.
Lot of.
And you're the one with the flaming balls, Matt.
Yep, it's true.
Lynch
That was me.
earlier.
And the rods earlier. That's right.
Yep. I'm gonna jump out right then immediately too and just say that unlike all the other stuff having to do with balls and wood and stuff like that, I've got to give my appreciation for the night and everything like that to Miss Riley there with the whole leaning in to look at the swords when all of us had just fought them, and then pulling on the sword and starting another fucking fight again. Like that was an enjoyable moment while we were trying to solve a puzzle, and I don't know, I found that to be a very, very fun little thing that occurred. So
Look,
I know
I'm not
a roll like that.
I'm
A
not
zero. I don't know how you do a 0, you impressive -1, but it was a fun moment.
I mean, I can't take all the credit.
Yeah.
Wow.
The rapid number generation did some of it, but you have my gratitude for some hilarity.
Somehow rolling a 0. That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was really great.
I want to real quick go ahead and give my gratitude to Marcus for not hesitating with slitting my throat.
It was just a little bit.
For
He
slightly.
was like, I'm just gonna get her.
I mean, you don't turn down an opportunity like that.
I think maybe you do, but D&D's a different concept.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm very impressed that Marcus, you just went right for it. That was that was meant to give people a little pause, but you didn't take it. So kudos on that.
I love that Sunshine was just immediately like, somebody slit my throat. And then that's what did the trick.
I wasn't sure it was going to work, but I didn't want her to hurt herself. So I was like, all right, come here. I'll just do a little bit.
She's just bringing her meme lord status into the D&D world. Kill me now.
Edgelord.
It's edgelord.
Oh, meme thing? I don't know what you guys are. I'm too old.
Totally.
I don't know what edgelord even means. I've heard the term. I don't know what it means.
So I was also gonna throw out some gratitude for Marcus tonight because I liked the part where he just like rolled to grab onto the sword that was floating around. He's like, I'm not gonna fight it. I'm just gonna try and take it. And I mean, I almost wish I hadn't attacked. It's like it was good because it gave me advantage on the attack, so that was awesome. But like I almost wish I hadn't attacked just to see like what he could have done with that sword. But it was amusing when he tried to do that. So thanks for your unusual tactics.
Got the feeling that no matter what I tried, I was not getting out of the room with that sword.
I gotta give some gratitude to Gail for just being hilariously curious all the time. Like 100% on, I'm gonna climb this tree.
That was awesome.
What's in the grate? What's over here? Like, it's just so funny.
Yeah, you really commit to your character's like, I don't know, your character. It's awesome.
Yeah, you're so true to your character, and we'll be like trying to figure something serious out, and you're like, but what's over here?
Ooh, shiny.
What happens if I touch it?
Out of the room to check out the heavy metal grate. You're like, I'm gonna go tinker with it. Bye.
Like, hey, important NPC that we're supposed to be talking to. Fuck you, I'm going to look at the grate.
Yep, but he was clear to ask, hey, can we go back through that room, or is it gonna try to kill us again? Oh, you're fine. All right, bye.
Okay, thanks. Bye. That was so thanks, Maggie, for stealing my gratitude.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. My gratitude for the evening is going to go to the combined pair of Riley and Gail for just literally like whittling that tree down to a splinter. I mean, just the katana of wrecked is aptly named because the things that got in its way this evening were gonna get fucking wrecked.
Yeah, thoroughly dispatched. Jeez.
Yeah. Good job, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have mounds of gratitude to give tonight. Marcus for just like going for it jumping down holes and slitting throats and grabbing swords and sending fireballs and yeah. So that was awesome. I think everyone did a really great job in the Crucible of just touching a little bit on kind of why they're here, what brought them here. That was a really cool moment, especially I think for Sunshine. I really appreciated that moment. That was really cool. There's just a lot of really good teamwork going on tonight. It was super.
I agree.
I want to double the Chelsea or Sunshine in the creepy room. That made me, Maggie, personally nervous. I was like, so that was a cool moment.
I'm gonna let Ryan give his gratitude, and then we'll go back to that.
Yeah, mine I think goes to Mike this time for making this so far feel like a classic dungeon, a classic dungeon crawl.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun.
We haven't had any of those really, so
yeah,
I felt it was time.
There have been dragons, but no dungeons. Going back to that, I just felt like Sunshine's not really pure. Like, she got into being a cleric with her sister, and they were kind of like dabbling in it together. And then once she thought her sister died, she got heavily into it for all the wrong reasons. Like, she hasn't been pure this whole time. She's been bound on revenge. So I just didn't think she would make it.
And maybe that's gonna weigh on Sunshine. She seriously went in there thinking she wasn't gonna make it. So what is it about her that is pure that she can't see? Maybe there's something there that she can't see in herself.
Yeah, absolutely. When she did make it, it definitely did come as a surprise to her. But at this point, she hasn't thought too heavily on it. I think once she gets quote unquote downtime to just kind of rest and center herself on it, she'll dwell on it and try and dig deeper into that.
And it's a backup plan. We now know you can just dump some of your water on your head.
There was a... Damn it.
Nope. Dump water on head. Got it.
Fair enough.
That's what we all got out of it, though. You were just water, you had a reason, but you just told Gail that water is purifying. So.
I mean, yeah, fair enough.
It's going to be great because all of us will be giving him crap, and then he's going to be like, hundreds of thousands of people have died. I saw the etchings. Fuck you guys. I have nightmares. Now you do too. We're going to push him to that point. It's going to be bad.
I'm not sure how Marcus is going to deal with knowing that there are literally no room for more marks on that wall where people have just been obliterated by that thing. But all of us came through it. So there's got to be, I guess one of the things that I've been kind of worried about is Tiamat's all kinds of bad news. I wasn't around when we made the bargain with the dragon. I've been seriously worried about that, but we all went through this intensely dangerous thing where you have to be on the right path in order to get through it. So I think maybe we are doing the right thing.
Gives you a little more confidence in our mission for Slyborn. Yeah,
definitely.
If being friends with him and pursuing the revival of his mother was a bad thing, I'd like to believe the Crucible would pick it up.
Yeah. Well, and what about Lyra, having to say goodbye to her dad?
Again, for the 8th time.
Again.
Yeah.
Again.
It's going to be fine.
It's going to be fine.
I'm not crying. You're crying.
Yeah. It's going to be fine. You know what? All of her friends went through the thing, and I think she's starting to like get that everybody else is going through the shit too. So chill a bit.
It's. I think it was just like Sunshine said. We're truly a little family. It's good.
I feel like Lyra's is more in your face because it does deal with her dad, like pretty regularly, you know.
Yeah.
And, like, having her dad not really be there, like at all, or anything, like this coming as such a shock to her, and then all of a sudden he's this big part of this mission that we're on. It just, I understand where she's coming from and why it would weigh so heavily on her and why it would affect her.
When
Yeah, that's why Sunshine can't die, Chelsea.
So stop trying to get your throat slit.
She just wants to be a princess.
Well, let's just make Sunshine a princess then.
She starts multi-classing as princess. Like,
yes.
fuck.
Have it all planned out though.
Although I feel like in this campaign, if one of us is going to multi-class into princess, it might have to be me.
Oh my god.
Okay, we all know the Disney princess songs, Marcus.
I mean, yeah, but you're not singing them at the top of your lungs.
I can start.
I'm gonna say this
Great.
before any singing starts. I'm out of here. I got somebody to go drive for. So fuck you guys for trying to sing. I love you all.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.